China's leaders want to transform its economy from this to something more like this. But with its latest session of Parliament, the National People's Congress underway, it's facing up to the realisation that it needs to keep its heavy industries going, to keep the jobs needed to maintain social stability.
We have the following projected targets for development this year. GDP growth of around 6.5% or higher if possible in practice. The Consumer Price Index kept at around 3%, over 11 million new urban jobs, and a registered urban unemployment rate within 4.5%.
Its GDP growth target is at the lower end of the 6.5 to 7% range it set itself for 2016. The economy grew by 6.7% last year, the slowest it's been for years, but faster than most economies its size.
There are two sides to justify the necessity to maintain growth at such rate. First, our population is around 1.4 billion, which means employment is a very important issue. Without adequate quality growth, it is hard to create enough jobs.
But officials at this year's Congress are keenly aware that China has, almost by default, become the guardian of globalisation. US President Donald Trump has talked repeatedly about protecting the interests of American businesses, mainly from China and Mexico. Premier Li outlined how China plans to open itself up to more foreign investment.
We will encourage foreign invested firms to be listed and issue bonds in China and allow them to take part in national science and technology projects.
Analysts say China's future growth depends on global trade remaining robust.
One thing to say is that our projections are conditional on, if you like, maintaining an atmosphere of global trade being open and avoiding sort of temptations of protectionism.
The global economy is undergoing the biggest transformation in generations. How China navigates those changes could determine the livelihoods of hundreds of millions of people, both at home and overseas. Azhar Sukri, TRT World.